It's a very small town.
It's definitely an agricultural place.
To grow up here, once a Raider, always a Raider.
A lot of families that have been here for multiple generations.
To see somebody from Shelbyville accomplish what Coach Stewart has accomplished is huge. He coached, I think, 32 seasons at Mizzou.
One of the things that he mentioned at a graduation that I heard him speak at was always tell people where you're from and be proud of that. Be proud of being from Shelbyville. And he said, just go up to them and say, hey, I'm from a small metropolis between Dallas and Chicago, and they have to know where you're from. Shelbyville is that popular. It's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime thing to say, to your kids or grandkids, even if you were just playing, that you got to play on ESPN, on Norm Stewart Court, from Norm Stewart's hometown is a cool aspect.
Please give Coach Norm Stewart a huge round of applause.
Hello to everyone in North Shelby, the Raiders. Looking forward to watching you play when you come to Columbia.
It means a lot, the fact that Norm is from Shelbyville, and the thing that meant the most to us was when we were told that we were going to play in it, we were told specifically that Norm wanted to watch it, and that meant a lot to us in our program, that he specifically wanted to give us a time frame to where he could actually sit and watch the game. And knowing that he's on the sideline there at Mizzou would be pretty cool for our kids and for me as a coach.
The Raiders are playing Crane, but I'm sure that the Raiders can overtake them. And I'll be pulling for you, although I have to be careful since I'm the director of the tournament. I shouldn't show favoritism, but in this case, I think I may scratch that rule and say, go Raiders.
My generation and older generations would probably know Norm more. I don't know before, us getting into the Norm Stewart Classic, how much kids would have known Norm Stewart, but it's cool to educate them and show them how cool of a guy he was and how much he meant to the Missouri basketball program and how much he meant to our town too. He brought a lot of recognition and usually always tries to make a point that he's from Shelbyville, and that's a cool thing for the kids to see.
Shelbyville High, or North Shelby High, a very special place. I hope all of you are enjoying your time in sports. And particularly in the team sports, can teach you a lot. And I'm sure that you have great coaches, great teachers. I can still recall all of my teachers at Shelbyville from the first grade through the high school. And they were excellent. And I'm sure that you all feel the same way about yours.
I would, first of all, thank him for not forgetting the little people in Shelbyville. I do believe that he has always had a heart for here, and he was a Shelbyville Pirate, but as I said, when they consolidated to make North Shelby, we're all here together. And I want to thank him for the support that he has given North Shelby, for inviting us to the Norm Stewart Classic, because we are a little school, and it's exciting to be included in those things.
Anytime that you throw Norm Stewart and Shelbyville together, the community's going to rally. And Norm wrote about that in his book, that when they went to the high school state championship when he was in school, that basically Shelbyville had to turn the lights out whenever they left because there was nobody else. You could have picked the courthouse up and stole it, is what he said in the book. And it's the same aspect here. There's going to be a lot of North Shelby people there for sure. The kids are very, very excited about it. The school's very excited about it. We've had, little pep rallies and announced it. And, the kids are just really stoked to be able to have that exposure. It's not something that, in a small town like we live in, we get even a chance to do something like that. Sort of to put that, kind of as a high school memory for these kids is really cool for us.
We're looking forward to having you in Columbia. I know you're going to play well. And the big thing about it is, now this would have been a big deal when I was your age, which was 70 years ago. But to play on television, and particularly you're going to be on ESPNU, you're going to be seen by approximately somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 million people. So don't get too excited, play your best, and beat Crane.